Our mind is a universe of its own, a space where thoughts, emotions, and perceptions shape the reality we experience. Each moment we live, our inner state colors the way we see the world. A sunny day might feel radiant or dull depending on our mindset. This inner realm holds a power often underestimated, the ability to transform our experiences, sometimes without any external change. Happiness, stress, or despair often begins not in the world around us, but within ourselves. This incredible insight is captured in the profound words, "The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven." Two people can experience the exact same event, yet interpret it in completely different ways. One may feel joy and excitement, while the other feels fear or disappointment. Why does this happen? The answer lies in the mind, a powerful lens through which reality is filtered. The thoughts we focus on, the beliefs we carry, and the emotions we cultivate shape our subjective experience of life. Can we consciously train our minds to see opportunity instead of obstacles, gratitude instead of lack, and hope instead of despair? Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that every challenge you face can be reshaped by your inner perspective. What if the difference between success and failure, happiness and stress, comfort and pain is not the world itself, but the mind interpreting it? This is the essence of the insight captured in the quote. This quote is most famously attributed to John Milton, a 17th-century English poet, thinker, and writer of the epic poem Paradise Lost. Milton lived in a world of immense social, religious, and political change. The population of England at the time was roughly 5 million, and the country was experiencing civil war, a temporary overthrow of monarchy, and deep religious debates. Ideas about human freedom, personal responsibility, and the nature of good and evil were fiercely discussed. Milton himself was blind for much of his later life, yet his imagination and intellect remained vivid. In this context, his words about the mind's power take on profound significance. Even amidst external chaos, the human mind retains the ability to interpret and transform reality. This insight into human psychology, centuries before modern psychology emerged, reflects Milton's philosophical and theological depth. Think about stress at work. Two employees are given the same tight deadline. One feels overwhelmed, panicked, and hopeless. The other sees it as a challenge, an opportunity to learn and grow. Their external circumstances are identical, yet their inner worlds shape completely different experiences. This demonstrates the quote's truth. The mind creates heaven or hell depending on its focus. Another example is relationships. A person who dwells on the negative aspects of a friendship may feel constant frustration, while another focuses on appreciation and understanding, experiencing joy and connection. Every moment of life holds this duality. By observing our thoughts and consciously redirecting them, we can transform stressful situations into opportunities for growth and even happiness. It is not about denying reality, but reshaping our perception to live more consciously and with greater peace. In the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Joel and Clementine undergo a procedure to erase painful memories of their relationship. The film highlights how much our mind shapes our experience. Even when memories are erased, the emotions, lessons, and perceptions remain, demonstrating that the mind cannot be fully controlled externally. Joel's journey shows that the same event, a breakup, can feel devastating or enlightening depending on how one frames it mentally. The mind's power to turn emotional pain into insight mirrors Milton's insight. The movie emphasizes that while we cannot always control life circumstances, we have the capacity to interpret them, find meaning, and even discover joy in experiences others might see as purely painful. It is a visual and emotional representation of heaven and hell existing within the mind. In Never Let Me Go, Ishiguro explores how perception shapes reality. The characters face a tragic fate, yet their inner worlds allow them moments of love, hope, and meaning. They live in a dystopian reality, but their minds create emotional richness that transcends external suffering. Milton's quote is reflected here. Even in circumstances beyond control, the mind can create beauty or despair. The story reminds us that our mental interpretation of life events often defines our happiness or sorrow more than the events themselves. The character's ability to find small joys and emotional connection, despite knowing their lives are limited, demonstrates that the mind is a powerful agent of meaning-making. This psychological resilience is a timeless lesson about the human capacity to find light even in darkness. Begin by observing your thoughts without judgment, paying attention to how certain patterns of thinking lead to stress or unhappiness. When negative thoughts arise, pause and ask yourself whether this perception is helpful or if it can be reframed. Practicing gratitude, mindfulness, and cognitive reframing allows the mind to create a sense of heaven, even in ordinary or challenging situations. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, engaging in reflective practices, and cultivating curiosity further support this process. By consciously shaping your mental environment, you reduce unnecessary suffering and increase joy. Over time, the mind becomes a powerful tool for self-transformation, enabling you to approach life with greater resilience, creativity, and calm. This is not magical thinking, but psychological empowerment rooted in awareness and intentional thought. The quote thus becomes a daily guide for conscious living, highlighting the mind's role as both a creator of challenges and a source of liberation. A mind that can transform challenges into opportunities is better equipped to make sound financial decisions. Seeing potential where others see obstacles encourages entrepreneurial thinking and problem solving. For instance, if you view a difficult project as a learning opportunity, you are more likely to innovate and excel, leading to career growth and income potential. Similarly, cultivating a mindset of abundance and resilience reduces fear-based decisions, such as panic selling investments or avoiding calculated risks. This approach also enhances fulfillment in work, as perception influences motivation, creativity, and collaboration. A healthy mental framework fosters persistence, patience, and strategic thinking, all essential for financial stability. By recognizing the mind's power to create positive realities, you not only increase your wealth potential, but also find joy and meaning in the work you do, making financial success a natural byproduct of a well-tended mind. The power of the mind to shape reality is one of the most profound tools we possess. Life is filled with events beyond our control, yet the way we interpret and respond to them defines our experience. Milton's timeless insight reminds us that happiness, stress, and fulfillment begin not with circumstances, but with perception. By cultivating awareness, reframing challenges, and nurturing positivity, we can create our own inner heaven, even amidst adversity. Conversely, ignoring the mind's influence can lead to unnecessary suffering, turning minor setbacks into profound distress. This duality emphasizes personal responsibility, resilience, and conscious living. The mind is a creative force, a mirror reflecting what we choose to focus on. As we navigate life, the question remains: if the mind can make heaven or hell from the same reality, what kind of world will you choose to experience tomorrow?